Thanks for joining me for today's short scale study. Today, we're going to build our tone and technique in the key of concert E flat major. For the alto saxophone, that's our C scale. So, we won't need F sharp. We'll use F natural. Let's jump into our first scale, which is the quarter notes, major scale, and arpeggio. 1, 2, start on C, and go. Next, we'll do the same scale, but we'll use the pattern of eighth notes. 1, 2, and ready, and go. Next, we'll do the study that's called major chords. I'll play the bottom. 1, 2, ready, go. Now, let's do the thirds. Remember, we won't need F sharp. We'll need F natural, first finger, right hand. 1 and 2 and thirds, ready, go. Now we'll move on to the chromatic pivot scale. The chromatic pivot scale will use the note G as the pivoting note. We'll always return to it. We'll need our F sharp fingering for the second note. Then we'll need our F natural fingering from there on. Along the way, in the fifth measure, we'll need our E flat fingering, which is again the fingering as we use for D sharp, pinky key on our right hand. We'll also need D, C sharp, and C. Let's do it together. 1, 2, ready, and. Alright, now we're ready for our chromatic scale. Remember, at the back of this book is a guide that has all of the fingerings of the chromatic scale as images for you. Use that as a reference when you're confused about how to play a specific note of the chromatic scale. 1, 2, here we go, and play. And let's finish by playing the chorale together. I'll play the bottom notes of the chorale. You play the top notes. Remember, we won't need our F sharp. If you have an F, it's the F natural. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. go, concert E flat major. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you've enjoyed playing along. I hope you'll consider using some of the other advanced scale study videos in this series, and moving on and even using some of the lesson book videos in this series. Keep on practicing.